All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're basically going to be digital detectives. We're going to solve a mystery that you've probably run into 100 times online, the case of the missing answer. We're going to take a really close look at just one webpage to figure out what it's actually trying to do.
You know the feeling, right? You've got a problem, you Google it, and you see a link that looks like it's the Holy Grail. It has exactly what you need. So you click it, feeling pretty good, and then you land on a page that's just confusing or totally unhelpful, or maybe there's nothing there at all. It's so frustrating. Well, today we're going to pull one of those pages apart and see what's really going on under the hood.
Okay, so Section 1, a very specific promise. Any good investigation starts with the most obvious piece of evidence. And for a web page, that's always the title. It's the first thing you see, and it's basically making a promise to you about what you're about to get.
And just look at how specific this title is. It's not just some random article about Jeep problems. It promises a guide to solve a super specific error code, P2682. I mean, if you're a Jeep owner and that code pops up on your dashboard, this title feels like a lifesaver. So you see, this isn't just a headline. It's basically a contract with you, the reader. It's promising a real step-by-step solution. The page is screaming, "Click me, and I'll fix your problem." So let's hold it to that. Let's see if it delivers.
Let's move on to Section 2, following the clues. Now that we understand the promise, it's time to look around for clues in the page's context. You know, just like at a crime scene, all the stuff lying around can tell you a lot about what really happened.
Okay, so the first thing we notice are these lists of other car brands: Chevy, Ford, Honda. This clue kind of suggests the website is a legit place for car repair info, right? It seems to cover a whole bunch of different manufacturers. It's trying to build a sense of authority. So far, so good.
And then you see this, a perfect 5 out of 5 star rating from 191 votes. This is a classic move. It's what we call social proof. It's designed to make you think, whoa, almost 200 people love this. It must be amazing. It's a really powerful psychological push to make you trust the page.
But then, we find something a little weird. The publication date is set for the future, April 24, 2025? Wait, what? That's our first big red flag. Why on earth would a helpful guide be dated for a time that hasn't even happened yet? This feels off. It makes you think this might just be a template or a placeholder. The plot thickens.
We also find this huge sidebar list of recent posts, and it's just jam-packed with tons of other error codes for all kinds of cars. This clue just doubles down on the idea that the site is some kind of massive database. It creates this illusion of being a huge, comprehensive library, which makes you assume the page you're on must be just as good as all the others.
Okay, Section 3, the case of missing content. Let's quickly recap what we found. We have a very specific promise. We have some clues that suggest authority, but then we have a really weird future date and a whole lot of distracting links. All of these clues are pointing towards one big central mystery.
Exactly. It's the question that's been nagging us this whole time. We've seen all the fancy packaging, right? All the signs pointing to a helpful solution. But where is the solution itself? Where are the actual steps, the diagrams? You know, the guide part of the guide we were promised?
And here it is, the big reveal. It's just not there. The entire reason for this page to exist, the actual guide to solving the Jeep P2682 code, is completely 100% missing. We've been led down a garden path to absolutely nothing. The core of the page is just an empty space.
So what gives? Section 4, the real purpose of the page. Was this all just a mistake? Probably not. When you learn to read between the lines online, you start to uncover the real reason pages like this exist. This page wasn't built for you. It was built for something else entirely.
The real motive here is almost certainly something called search engine optimization, or SEO. The main goal of this page wasn't to help a person fix their Jeep. The goal was to create a page that a search engine, like Google, would see and rank really high for that specific search term. This page is basically just a digital hook designed to catch clicks from a search result. The real content? Maybe they'll add it later, or maybe they never will.
So our little investigation found a massive gap between the promise and the reality. The promise was a specific, helpful, actionable solution to a problem. The reality? It's a generic template stuffed with keywords and links designed just to take up space in search results. It's like walking into a beautiful store with a big sale sign, only to find the shelves are completely empty.
And really, the key takeaway here is simple. You can't just trust a headline.
The internet is absolutely full of pages just like this one, where the real story isn't in the title, it's in the context. To find what you're actually looking for, you have to become a bit of a digital detective yourself and look at the whole scene, not just the flashy sign out front.
So how can you do this yourself? Well, here's your own quick 3-step guide. First, analyze the promise. What is the headline actually claiming it will give you? Second, scan for clues. Look at the whole page, the sidebars, the dates, the user ratings. And third, and this is the most important one, before you waste any time reading, just scroll down and verify the core content is actually there.
And that leaves us with one final thought. Now that you know what to look for, I promise you're going to start seeing these ghost pages everywhere. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? On a web that's so often built just for clicks, how many of the answers we're searching for are really just illusions designed to pull us in? It's something to think about the next time you hit search.